her family with an impromptu weekend visit, accompanied by a band of close friends. Anticipated to be a weekend brimming with unbridled delight and shared laughter, it was destined to be etched into the treasured archives of unforgettable moments. However, as the time drew near to bid farewell and return to the university, her mother, displaying an unusual tint in her demeanour, selflessly volunteered to drive her daughter to her friend's place for a shared ride back to college. Yet, an uncommon warmth and depth permeated their goodbyes, rendering a unique hue to the farewell, as her mother insisted on taking the back seat for their parting journey. Approximately halfway through their expedition, an unrelenting downpour assaulted the car's windshield as they encountered an unexpected disaster. A hill, a waterlogged road, and a misguided swerve culminated in a catastrophic head-on collision. Recollections of the event remain hazy, snippets of abrupt screeches from her companions echoing in her mind. Rendered unconscious in the rear seat, she awoke to their frenzied exclamations. Yet, her memory dissipates into obscurity. Life-changing events gave her resilience and insight into human behavior. Sharing her journey's wisdom drives her. She meets many people each year and finds that many struggle with fear in various areas of life. Challenge that fear is her mission. She advocates living life fully and embracing personal growth. Her goal? Inspiring people to learn these lessons, face their fears, and enjoy life's many experiences. She advocates for positive change in her community because she knows that sharing personal stories can enlighten everyone. She hopes to share life-threatening stories on YouTube worldwide. To achieve this, they're starting a YouTube membership program. Audience support holds their channel together. Members enjoy exclusive content, interactive Q and As, giveaways, and live events. Importantly, their support helps spread these extraordinary encounters worldwide. We thank all spectators and supporters who made this extraordinary journey possible. Your participation, comments, or presence in the community helps build a strong, connected community. Your contributions make this community welcoming and enriching. Again, many thanks to everyone on this journey. Immersed in love, captivated by celestial wonders, love draws us in, etched within our hearts. Your time and attention hold immense significance. Should this account resonate with you and leave you yearning for more, consider subscribing and activating notifications. We are elated to have you join us as we delve into and share further narratives and encounters. Your support and active participation are invaluable, and we eagerly anticipate your continued presence within our community for myriad new adventures. Thank you. In the picturesque enclave of San Carlos de la Rapita, nestled along the Catalan coast, he assumed the role of a local practitioner in a small-town medical practice. His expertise revolved around family medicine, adeptly managing the array of health intricacies intrinsic to the human condition. However, an unpredictable element loomed. This individual had grappled with arrhythmias throughout his lifetime, those erratic heart rhythms that defied synchronization, introducing an element of risk into his existence. Then arrived the year 2022, imprinting its indelible mark upon his life's canvas. A routine siesta metamorphosed into an unexpected rendezvous with destiny. Imagine this scene. As the afternoon transitioned into evening, the ambience in the room shifted into a twilight hue, and suddenly, bam, he awakened to a disorienting world. Faced with desperation, he clung to furniture as though it were a thread of hope amid chaos. From that pivotal moment onward, reality veered into obscurity, and he embarked upon an enigmatic and bewildering odyssey. The sudden change was surreal. He appeared to be a ghostly observer, detached from his body. Imagine a man lost in the bizarre ballet of light and shadow, where life's rules didn't apply. In an unexpected turn, his lifeless body lay before him, breathless and lifeless. For someone used to similar scenes, this was shocking. His mind exploded with, "Whoa, that's me," leaving him confused. In an instant, he was sucked into a lush vortex, his world disappearing. He was then immersed in a dark, limitless void. His single orientation was a bright aperture overhead, like a full moon in the darkness. He effortlessly drifted toward that luminosity without overwhelming emotions. A peaceful journey to brilliance, it was without positivity or negativity. After arriving, he stood on a mountain overlooking a view as stunning as the Alps or Pyrenees. The sight's beauty calmed and elated him. Comfort enveloped him, making temperature irrelevant. Like TV contrast settings, the landscape's colors faded until it was black and white. He arrived in a vast, ethereal white expanse, blissful. A pure sense of ease replaced any discomfort. His cognitive abilities faded into the calm of this state. He became aware of someone behind and to his left, about 5 to 10 meters away, at a crucial moment. It was his close friend Thomas Dozy, who had survived significant trials. Thomas finished his piano lessons at 18 and was ready for advanced coursework in Barcelona while pursuing a medical career. Thomas Dozy had intelligence, talent, and a bright future. His plans were derailed by a brain tumor diagnosis, a complicated surgery, and a 2-year coma. They formed a bond over shared hardships after this ordeal. Their friendship grew beyond acquaintance. Their relationship included daily communication, visits, walks, and new acquaintances. Their love was evident. He rejoiced at seeing Thomas and wanted to climb up and hug him, exclaiming, "Thomas Dozy, what a delightful surprise." However, something was off. Thomas looked transformed. He looked more attractive, shedding his blurry past. His vision was clear. That scar on his left temple. It disappeared without a trace, leaving a flawless face. He was well groomed and dressed for a gala. The problem was that he avoided proximity, hinting, "Hold off on the embrace, there's an underlying complexity." He was perplexed by Thomas Dozy's odd behavior. After shifting his gaze, an intense luminescence caught his attention to the right, a form not human-shaped, but with human traits. This glowing being radiated love, acceptance, and understanding, smiling. His vision expanded like a huge screen, showing all aspects of his life. From childhood innocence to present complexity, his life unfolded before him, each fragment pulsing with emotions. It was more than observation. He felt his actions' effects on others, especially during failure and disillusionment. Empathy grew stronger with each second. This luminosity entity represented calm and serenity, contrasting with his inner turmoil. He was consumed by a desire to right his wrongs after realizing his past actions had caused anguish. The compassionate entity comforted him, attributing his actions to ignorance, prompting a change and effort to fix the past. A gentle retreat to corporeality followed. Transformation occurred within him. He felt a deep calling to heal past grievances, spread positivity, and love the world. After returning to reality, he felt immense responsibility. He was determined to repair broken relationships, seek forgiveness, and support others. He wanted to be an optimistic beacon after taking his health for granted. He learned that life is precious and our actions matter from the brink of death. He and Thomas Joes bonded over spreading love and kindness. His psychic abilities grew, forming deep connections and providing guidance. He realized he had caused his life's turmoil and resolved to change the karmic balance. a strange portal appeared, greeted by a benevolent, luminous being. He nodded and thought, "Let's return." In an instant, he was back in his body, bruised but not severely. He initially hid his extraordinary journey, but eventually revealed it. His new mission: reconstructing the past, fixing mistakes, and taking advantage of opportunities to improve. He returned why? To guide others on their life journeys. He realized that consciousness transcends mortality, which changed his perspective. He concluded that death is a gateway, not a final conclusion, a first-hand realization. These meetings may change lives, especially for those seeking the meaning of life. Many have always worried about losing loved ones and what comes next. Unveiling that such experiences can bring joy and comfort is a relief. Reuniting with loved ones was an epiphany. Despite losses, Thomas Dozy embodied love, endearment, and graceful detachment. He began a deep life review. He felt terrible for his foolishness, realizing his ignorance and self-centeredness. While he struggled with his massive mistakes, the calm light being beside him was calm. After returning, he found a way to right his wrongs and found purpose. He changed his perspective after experiencing near death, which was like vivid clarity. Though he was Christian, he now believed in the afterlife and abandoned fear. Describing it as an extraordinary journey, akin to traversing into an alternate dimension, he found motivation to engage in constructive endeavors and undertake an introspective evaluation. It didn't entail external judgment. Rather, it paralleled reviewing one's test answers and aspiring to improve in subsequent trials. To clarify, his intent wasn't to impose his convictions on others. Instead, he simply aimed to impart his narrative, the emotional reunion with cherished individuals, the profound sense of interconnectedness, and the overwhelming sense of serenity. His focus was on embracing diverse perspectives, aspiring that his account might offer solace to those confronting the enigmatic uncertainties of mortality.